Hi there, welcome to my live Tuesday class. Today we're going to be on the magic circle. So grab your circle. That's it. Stand feet parallel. Take the circle in your hands and lift your arms up. As if you were just stretching in the morning, lifting your hands, but this time the circle goes behind your head. And back. And again, lift. And back, extend your spine, see how far you can go. And back. Now change the handle on the circle and go down. Flex your spine and come up. Now circle to the side. Lift one arm up and side bend. And back. 2 more times. And back. And change. And back. Top of the head reaching the ceiling. Long neck, shoulders away from the ears. Now let's place the circle in front of 1 foot. 1 foot distance. Place your foot on the circle. Arms to the side, palms facing forward, and we press. And up. And exhale, press down. And up. Keep your hips aligned. Your abs engaged. Shoulders away from the ears. And the feeling that I'm pulling the top of your head towards the ceiling. And press. And up. If you do this on a mat that is thick, it's going to be more challenging. If you do it on a hard floor, it's going to be easier. If you need some place to hold onto next to you, if you haven't worked your balance yet and you have sort of weaker muscles, do so until you feel you can do it on your own. Last one, keep it gently pressed. See if you can lift the other heel up. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. It's not easy. Lift and lower. 4 and 5 and 6. Working your deep muscles here. Balance is key. 7. Last time. And 8. Now, let's change foot. This never happens, by the way. And up and press. And lift. Press and lift. As soon as your focus goes elsewhere, you can lose your balance. It's as simple as that. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Keep it pressed. Lift the heel up and down. Up and down. You might notice that one side is easier than the other. That is normal. We're not totally asymmetric, but Pilates is there to balance that gap. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. And last one. And down. Lower the arms. Take the circle. Shake your legs. Now let's go into a lunge position. Circle just above the knee. Arms are straight. Try to, as you bend the knees, make sure that your back stays straight and you look forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Press the circle and come up. And again, Exhale, press. And come up. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Let's go for 8. And 7. And 8. Stay down and press. 1, 2, and 3. And 4. And 5. Keep the head aligned. 6, 7, and 8. Straighten both legs. Place the circle in front of you. And see if you can stay there and reach that back heel onto the mat. There's a bit of balance here required. Come up and change leg. And again, circle just above the knee. We inhale here and exhale. As we go down, we press the circle. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. Long neck, look forward. And 3. Keep squeezing your abs. And 4. It will enable you to avoid compensation and have your back work instead. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Stay down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Straighten both legs. Place gently the circle down. Back heel reaches the mat. Lower your shoulders. Very nice. And come back. And slowly come up with a round back. Last now. Stand at the back of the mat. Inhale here. Fold your shoulders. And reverse. Now straighten your arms. Let yourself roll down. Place the circle on the floor. You can see the distance is about 1 foot. Keep your arms straight. Look at your belly button and press. As you press, lift your belly button up to your spine. Inhale, release the circle. Exhale, press again. And up. And press. Your arms stay straight. Imagine that you're pressing with your abs. Deep inside your abs, the movement starts and finishes on your hands, pressing the circle. And again. Last one. Now let the circle go down. Place it on the side. We're going to bend one leg after the other. Let your head be heavy. Look right and left. Now pause and let's do a rotation, reaching through the fingertips. Remember to always activate your abs here to protect your lower back. And back to center. Swap leg. Turn to the other side. Inhale. Back to center. See if you can walk. Walk on the mat until you are in a plank position. Stay there for a few seconds. Keep your head aligned. Press away from the mat. Squeeze your abs in. Continue to breathe. This is all abs. Now, knees down. Open your knees and sit. Bit of relaxation. Come up. All the way up. And now, interlace your fingers at the front and press. Interlace your fingers at the back and extend your arms, lift them. Now let's go on to all fours. Make sure your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And let's articulate the spine. Flexion. Look at your belly button. And extension. Look forward. Don't lift your head up like this because you don't want to break that neck flow. So you want the head to just be as if it was the last vertebra. And exhale. You want the head aligned, doing what the spine is doing. Imagine when you extend your back that you want your chest to be as open as possible and shining. And exhale. Last one. And back to center. And now look over your hip. The hip is also going in that direction. You want to feel here the stretch the side of your body, your obliques. Last one. Now let's add a rotation. Lift one arm up. You want to use your abs so that your hips stay as square as possible and your rib cage moves. One more on each side. Now let's take the circle. Place it. You have two choices, belly button or sternum. I prefer it under the belly button. Lift my belly a little bit. Extend one leg and the other leg. Let's do push-ups. Hands on the side of the mat and down and up. Here the circle helps you to come back up. And 3 and up and 4 and up and 5 and 6. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and the head aligned. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Knees down. Open the knees. Take the circle. Place it in front of you. Arms are straight. And stretch over. With straight arms, feel a stretch of your pecs, of your shoulders. Just relax your shoulders here. Big inhale, open your rib cage and exhale. Press your belly button in and up. Once more, inhale, open the rib cage and exhale. Close the rib cage, belly button in and up. And let's come up. Now on all fours, but one hand is on the circle. Extend the opposite leg. Keep your spine as neutral as possible and press. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now as you press, you add the foot. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. 3 and lift. And 4 and lift. Let's change. Place the circle on the other side. On all fours. Extend the opposite leg up. And press and lift. And 2 and lift. And 3 and lift. And 4 and lift. And now adding the leg. Tap and lift. And 2 and lift. Keep squeezing your abs. 3 and lift. And 4 and lift. And back. Open the knees. And stretch. Round your back, come up. And again, go back and stretch. You want the spine to move every day. And you to focus on what your vertebrae are doing. Do you feel there's an area where they move in one block? That means there's a restriction that you need to sort of focus on to make it move. Last one. And back. Now let's place the circle just above the knees. Feet together. Very important is the form. Make sure your elbow is under your shoulder. Let's lift one arm up. Lift the hips up. And now we press and release. Press and release. You want to press away from the mat with your forearm. And 5. And 6. And 7. Feeling your obliques working. These ones. 8. And 9. And 10. Lower the hips. Keep your knees where they are. Sit as a mermaid. And stretch. So these obliques were working. You want to stretch them. If you press on the circle, you also activate your lats and your obliques on the other side. Last one. And now let's change. So just above the knees, feet together, forearm and elbow aligned with your shoulder. You sort of don't let yourself collapse, but you press away. Lift your arm up, lift your hips up, and squeeze the circle for 1. Keep your hips lifted. 4 and 5. Press away from the mat. Keep your head aligned. 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And slowly come back. Sit in this position. Have the circle in the opposite side. And exhale. Last one. Very nice. Now let's go onto the floor. Have the legs inside the circle, just above the knees. You never want the circle on the joint, always above or below. And now lie down, arms alongside the body. Have your feet 1 foot separation distance from your sitting bones. And now let's lift the sacrum and the lower back, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up. Try to create a line between your knees and your shoulders. And slowly go down. So you're pressing out of the circle. You want to activate the side of your legs and your glutes. And lift all the way up. Inhale here and exhale. Slowly coming down, vertebra by vertebra. All the way down. And again. So you want your shoulder blades to be anchored onto the mat. Everything else is up. And now let's see if we can open the legs to the side. Straight away, we feel the glutes here. Let's press out. One more and it will be 10. And now keep it pressed and squeeze. Squeeze your hips up and down, up and down. Squeeze and squeeze. It's burning. And slowly release your spine vertebra by vertebra. Very nice. Now take the circle, your feet, extend your legs, hold the circle on this side and pull. Point and flex and pull. Point and flex and pull. Try to keep your hips, your lower back anchored onto the mat or in neutral, but do not arch your back or even round it too much. Now just take one leg and pull. Other leg is straight. Point and flex. Point and flex. Feeling the stretch behind the legs all the way from the heel to the hips. Now just hold with one hand and let the leg go to the side. Feeling a stretch in your inner thigh muscles. In this case, you want to breathe. Don't hold your breath. If it hurts, just go slowly. And now we swap hands. The leg goes to the other side. Here it's pulling on your glutes. See if you can look in the opposite direction. And slowly back and swap. And pull and flex and point. Pull, flex and point. Make sure you're breathing. This can be painful. And we're not all equal to flexibility. Some of us are very tight and it's the nature. Some of us can become more flexible because they became tight with age. And some of us are very lax. And across, swap hand. Might be hurting more on one side. And it's okay. We have a dominant leg. That dominant leg is sometimes more powerful and more inflexible than the other. Flex and point. And come back slowly. Now in the right position to do some abs here. So you have one foot, well actually both foot are inside. One is pushing, one is pulling, like an arrow. Interlace your fingers behind your head and lift the chest up. Lower the legs, lift the legs, and lower the legs, lower the head. So place your thumbs alongside your neck so that you know but the abs are lifting the head and chest, and it's just not just the head moving up. You want the head to be moving with your chest. And lower. And squeeze, lift, and exhale. And lower. We do 10 times. And then we go into twist and back. Keeping the head up this time. Twist and back. Back to center. Don't lower your head. And 3. You feel your abs here, but you also feel your thigh because it's gently pulling on the circle. It's burning your abs. We're working all 4 layers from the deepest to the most superficial. 2 more. 1 more. And back. Take your knees to your chest and massage your spine. We will do the other side, the other leg. Arrow. Lift your head up. Lower both legs. One is straight, one is bent. And crunch. As you lower the head. And 2. And down. It's burning at this point. I don't know how I can still talk because I have to. And 5. And 6. And at 10, we do 10 twists. Not yet. 2 more. And 1 more. Twist. Back to center. Don't lower the head. And 2. And 3. And 4. This is a killer. And 5. Stay with me. And 6. And 7. Almost done. 8. And 9. Don't let your back arch. And 10. And back. Let's take the circle. Hug your knees and massage your spine. Now let's turn over. Last movement, just to stretch that front and to extend. I always finish classes with an extension. So have the arms straight, the hands on the circle. Open your legs to the width of the mat. Your hip bones and pubic bone are pressed against the mat. Why? Because that way there's no tension in your lower back. Now on your next inhale, we press the circle down and lift the chest up. Make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. You squeeze your butt, but also squeeze your belly button up because you want to protect your lower back from overarching. And exhale, go down. Should we do 2 more up? Inhale, press the circle, lift the chest up, and exhale. And last one. Inhale up. Stay there. See if you can lift the legs. Lower the legs. Lift a little bit higher. And slowly come back down. Very slowly. Place the circle away. We don't need it anymore. Now very slowly. Come up. Flex your feet. Lift the knees up. Lean over. Bend one knee after the other. Have your head completely relaxed. Turn your head as you swap legs and feel the stretch behind your legs and your back. Now pause On the side of the straight leg, place the opposite hand and twist. Inhale back to center. Twist on the other side. Nice and outside. Inhale back to center. Have your knees bent slightly and come up vertebra by vertebra. First with the lower back. Imagine you have a wall behind you and you want each vertebra to touch the wall as you come up all the way with the head last. Cool.